Sleep is so important to our health. Today we're going to learn about a natural way to help with insomnia and to help you have a wonderful sleep using the hops plant. Well, welcome back to my garden. Let's find out how we can make a natural sleep aid from something you've probably heard about before, hops. Hops are a beautiful vine. You can see they're kind of growing up my house right here. I have a couple varieties, and most of you know hops as sort of a preservative and one that provides a little bit of bitterness and citrusy flavor to beer. But did you know that hops has been used medicinally for a really long period of time? And one of the medicinal uses of hops is a natural aid for insomnia. Apparently, when people pick hops, they can get kind of groggy and sleepy. So what people have used this for is to ensure a good night's sleep by drying the hops, and you can kind of put them in a pillow or like a little pillowcase to help you fall asleep. So today we're going to pick some hops. I'm going to show you how to make a sachet for your pillow. You can have a really deep slumber tonight. So hops are the female flower of the Humulus lupulus plant. It's a mouthful. And they look like these little cone-shaped flowers here. And yes, this is what they use in beer, believe it or not. And what we're going to do today is, dry them out, and we're going to make a little sachet. They do have a fabulous smell. So hops have volatile oils in them that do have sedative properties. Some have used hops even for other things like soaps, and you can even brew a hops tea to help with insomnia as well. So when you get your hops, you can order them online or from your natural food pantry. But today I'm going to harvest some of these today. We're going to dehydrate them in a dehydrator, or you can dehydrate them in an oven at 100 C for about 30 minutes, and then you're good as gold. You're done. If you have a bit more time on your hands, you can dry these out in a well-ventilated area for about 2 weeks. Yeah, when I put in these two little plants, the vines just go and go. They don't stop. Every year I do have to kind of cut them down a little bit, but they will grow back up again. I don't know if you knew about this, but in the springtime, the little shoots of hops can be eaten like asparagus. It's kind of called wild asparagus as well. So lots of different uses for it. What a beautiful little flower this is. So these flowers here are pretty old. You don't want to harvest the brown ones. The most fragrant ones are the green ones, or if they have a little bit of brown at the tip. And typical harvest time is September. I guess it depends on what region you're in, but usually around September, end of August. So we've got quite a few here that are ready to harvest. So I'm just going to do that, and then we'll dehydrate them. All right, so I have a really good amount here. I think what I'll do is I'll dry them in my little mesh bag in my dehydrator, and then we'll make our little sachet. Well, it hasn't been too long, and the hops are already dry and dehydrated for us. So let's take a look. They are beautiful, and they do retain their lovely green color. So we're going to add a couple other things to our little sachet to help us have a good sleep. There are other calming plants, and we're going to add to our hops right here equal amounts of lavender, and we're also going to add chamomile. You guys may be familiar with chamomile for tea, and it is a flower as well. And that's what it looks like in the flower form, all dehydrated. And this little lavender flowers as well. Just a gorgeous smell. So these three things combined are going to make a very nice natural sleep aid. Now for the sachets, I have these organic cotton baggies with a drawstring. If you don't want that, you can just use cotton and just make a little pillow and just sort of sew this closed. I'm going to use the bigger one here because we have a fair amount of the flowers to use of all the plants. So we'll use this and we can tuck it in our pillow. So this is easy peasy. You're just going to put everything in here. Just like that, and chamomile. And then, of course, we're going to put in our hops. Very good. Oh, yellow jackets are still out. Whoops. Every last little bit here, and then when you're ready you can just close the drawstring, and I just kind of mix it up a little bit like that. What you may want to do, because there is going to be a little bit of like the fibers come through, is it's totally fine just to kind of sew this as I mentioned earlier so you don't have any leakage into your pillow. But this is even good to put in your drawers to kind of scent your laundry a little bit. But it's going to smell amazing when you fall asleep. Oh, this smells so good, so relaxing. Yeah, this is going to be really, really nice. Nice aromatherapy to fall asleep to. So what we do next is we can tuck this in our pillow. What I did is I just tied a little bit of a knot, so nothing's going to really want to come out here. If you're going to sew it all the way across, you don't have to worry about that if you're making a true small pillow. So then basically with your way your pillow is your pillowcase, I'm just going to kind of tuck this in there. And you want it fairly close, you know, to your head when you're sleeping, so that, I mean, you don't have to sleep with your face on top of it, but kind of close by to where you're going to be, so that you can kind of smell this as you're asleep. And it should give you a very relaxing aromatherapy treatment to help you with your insomnia. Oh, it smells so good. I mean, if you find the effect too intense, you feel too groggy, then you can always move the little sachet somewhere else, just slightly outside your pillow, so you're not getting the full impact of the scent of the lovely flowers in the sachet. Well, thanks so much for watching the show today, guys. Let me know if this works for you. And I hope you've learned something new about hops and another use for them. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.